Empties are always like such satisfying videos to do. Hi guys, I'm Magali and welcome to my channel. So I make regular videos on beauty, fashion, travel and lifestyle. So these are all of the products that I've recently used up. In this video, I am going to go through all of these products and give you guys mini reviews. So it's now April already, and what is it apart from summer in Mumbai, the tax season and my birthday and the accompanying dread that comes with moving from your mid-20s to your late 20s. It is also the start of the second quarter of the year. 2019 is flying by and I decided that I would do these videos quarterly. I am a beauty blogger and a vlogger. Part of my job is trying a lot of new products, and I buy a lot of products. I get access to them like from PR and stuff, and then I use them and give you guys reviews. I try a new product, I use that a little, then I set it aside and try the next product, and that leaves this like product graveyard at home with so many things that are only partially used and just thrown there. So this video is satisfying because I've finished up these products and now I'm gonna talk to you about them one by one. I would let you know whether I would recommend them, and then I would let you know if I would repurchase them. Recommend them meaning, do I like this product, do I think it worked well, whether it was value for money, and whether I would recommend you buy them or not. And repurchase them, I try a lot of products, so the product really has to impress me and then only I would buy more of it. I am going to start from the top, so you can expect hair care, skincare, makeup and then body care. Let's get started. I have only 3 products this time for hair, which is a little surprising to me. First, I have one conditioner from the brand called Organic Surge. It is against animal testing and it doesn't have any silicone. But if you're used to using conditioners with silicone in them, then when you use one of these, now it doesn't feel as satisfying, though this is actually better because silicone is the product that gives you that really slippery feeling when you apply a conditioner. Like, you know, your like hands slip through your hair and it feels really nice. Your bathroom floor becomes slippery. That is all silicone, and it's actually not good for the hair, and especially if you have drier hair, it makes your hair even drier long term. Transitioning to more natural products like this is something that everyone should do, but it feels odd. So that being said, this was like a nice soft product that didn't have silicone and I didn't see any kind of big difference. But if you guys are looking to move to conditioners that will soften your hair without that artificial slippery feeling, I would recommend, but I wouldn't repurchase personally. An after wash product from Schwarzkopf. This is the Moisture Cake Beauty Balm, which was a cream based product that you apply in your hair after it's washed, and it had built-in heat protectant. It had a nice like pump kind of dispensation, and one thing that I really liked about the packaging is it has this vacuum packaging, so as you keep on pumping, there was that internal like plunger, it would come all the way up, and then finally when it reached here and you know it was empty, like this, did not expect that, this was stuck. How embarrassing. Now you know that the product is over. I love this packaging. A few products have it because not only is it really satisfying, I think that it does its best to sort of prevent any kind of wastage. I like cream based after wash hair products. They are nice and soft, make your hair feel more manageable without making your hair greasy, because even though I have dry hair, overtly oily greasy products I try to avoid because I also have an oily scalp and I don't want to make it worse. I like that this had heat protectant built in as well. That is something that was really useful. It didn't have a strong fragrance, so if you guys like products that have less or no fragrance, you would enjoy this. I would recommend it. I wouldn't personally repurchase it. It is among the top 5 that I use, so it's good. One hairstyling product from L'Oreal. This is the Elnett Satin Extra Stronghold Hairspray. This is basically the hairspray that I always use at home whenever my hair is curled. I always have some Elnett in. I understand why they say that this is the best hairspray ever, because it gives me really good hold. It doesn't have too much of that crusty, waxy feeling. It's really good, particularly if you have hair like mine that doesn't really hold too much of a style, especially in hot humid weather. So I have the full size of this as well, but I purchased this like online from US. a couple years ago actually. I always use this whenever I was traveling because it was handier to carry a smaller one. The spray is available in India, but I don't think you can get the mini one easily. I'm quite sad that this mini one is over because now I'm going to have to carry my big spray with me whenever I'm like going somewhere other than home. Yes, I would recommend this, and yes, I would repurchase this as well. It's really good hairspray. In every video on my channel now, I go on and on about how obsessed I've become with skincare only lately, only in the last year or so, and I think this Empties is going to show you guys that. I have the most skincare products in this video. Let's start with cleanser. So the first thing I have is a budget product from Clean and Clear. It's the Morning Energy Face Wash. They say it won't clog your pores, and this had little balls in it also that was supposed to be lemon extract, which was high on vitamin C. I actually bought this Clean and Clear face wash when I had gone on a holiday, and then I realized I hadn't packed any face wash, so I just went to the store and this is what I came home with. It's a super affordable product and I think it did a good job of cleaning my face. I liked it, yeah. There's not really that much more to say about it. It did have those little bursting beads inside it. That's actually what they call it, bursting beads. I'm trying to avoid any products with those micro beads in them because there are like multiple studies that show that they don't dissolve and they're really bad marine life and all of that. So you'll find those micro beads mostly in like exfoliating products. Beads in this are not micro beads. They just easily like break up and are super soft. So it was enjoyable to use this product. Would recommend, wouldn't repurchase because I have a ton more face washes at home. If you're looking for a good face wash and are on a budget, this was good. From Clinique, this is the Liquid Facial Soap, which is also fancy form of face wash. Some time ago I had got like a box with the 3-step routine that was recommended for me, and this was a part of it. This particular variant is for combination oily to oily skin, which is types 3 and 4 according to them, and it's allergy tested, fragrance free, dermatologically developed, so that was nice. I feel like it didn't suit me so well because I ended up using this in the slightly cooler months that we had, so I was using this throughout December and Jan. This is for oily skin, but my skin settles in the winter. It's not oily, it's normal, and it in fact gets dehydrated, so I just wanted to finish this off and I did, but I didn't enjoy using it because it was a mismatch to my skin type at that point. I don't think it did much for me personally. This stuff is also pretty expensive. Would recommend if you're going in for the Clinique 3-step routine, would not repurchase. I have one product from French pharmacy brand 𝘴𝘍𝑒. This is a lotion micellar, but basically it's just micellar water. This you could use to cleanse your face and remove your makeup, and props to them for this because I feel like they've had this micellar water out for a while in India, and now we have more options. Like we have Garnier, Maybelline, a lot of budget options out there, but when this one came out, I think they were one of the first micellar waters to come out in India. As all micellar waters are, this was gentle, cleaned my face well, removed grime and makeup easily, and I try to double cleanse when I have makeup on, especially. If I use a wet wipe or a makeup remover before, I would then go in for the second cleanse with this. I would recommend this, but it is pretty expensive, and now that we have a lot of budget options available that seem to me are just as good, I'm not sure if you could justify the higher cost of this one. If you really like French pharmacy products, this actually comes with their famous 𝘴𝘍𝑒 thermal spring water, which is the basis of most of their products, and it's really good for sensitive skin. So if your skin is super sensitive and the other variants are not working for you and you have a higher budget on skincare, go for this one. But also like the affordable micellar waters seem to work just as well. Not repurchasing this right now because I have like 2 years stock of micellar water from many different brands at home. Next I have 2 Vichy thermal spring waters. Like I have the full size one as well as the mini size one. I actually went crazy and bought so many of these some time ago, so I still have more of them to finish. This is something that's really good for sensitive skin. 𝘴𝑍𝑒, Vichy and La Roche-Posay all have their own versions of thermal spring water, which comes from some fancy springs in France. They're all French brands and they're just like at like slightly different price ranges, but sadly Vichy and La Roche-Posay aren't available in India anymore, which is a bummer oven still is. This small size was handy for carrying inside flights or carrying in your everyday handbag. The big size was handy to use at home. These are products that you can use in many ways, multifunction products that you can use to refresh your skin throughout the day. You could use it on your body, post shaving, it's supposed to be soothing. But the way that I most used these was sort of just as a toner. And they were very mild because it just basically feels like water on your face. It doesn't feel like a product because it looks like water. There's no smell, just like water. These are aerosol cans, so I felt a little guilty about that because I'm trying to cut down on the use of aerosol based dispensation wherever possible. For hairspray it can't be avoided. But face mists, you can buy face mists which are not in aerosol form as well. I enjoyed using these, but they never seem to make that big of a difference on my face. So if you really like 𝘴𝘊 spring water and you have access to Vichy, then go for it. Would sort of recommend it. I found the products a little bit underwhelming, but they seem to have benefits as part of a routine. I wouldn't really repurchase because I'm sure I still have more to finish off. Now I have 3 moisturizers. The first one is from Kiehl's. This is actually not a full size, it's a deluxe sample size. It is the Ultra Facial Moisturizer for all skin types. I really enjoyed the consistency of this product. I liked the texture of it. A watery cream lotion kind of thing. It absorbed into my skin well. There was no discernible fragrance, which is nice. I'm very sensitive to my moisturizers having strong fragrance, especially at night when I tend to go heavier on the moisturizer. If it has too strong a fragrance, it will irritate my eyes badly. We're going to talk about one of those products, but this was nice. I think the consistency is good for people of all skin types, and I think that you could use this moisturizer like for different seasons as well. I could use this in the winter, I could use this in the summer. It was very versatile. This deluxe sample lasted me forever, so I feel like if I ever want to buy the full size bottle of this, Kiehl's products are expensive, but this really ran for a long time. I would recommend this moisturizer. Not repurchasing it right now because I have a few moisturizers, but I really think I might in the future. This was quite good. Next I have one night cream from Body Shop. It's the Oils of Life Intensely Revitalizing Sleeping Cream. It's supposed to just be like a heavier version of the moisturizer that works better at night, because night is when you should always hydrate your skin better, because that's when you don't care if your skin looks oily or whatever. And I did review this product on my blog also. It felt nice on my skin, but ultimately it didn't work very well for me because this used to irritate my eyes. My eyes used to start watering a little while after using this, and I guess it was the fragrance in it that bothered my eyes. The fragrance is quite on the strong side. It's very pleasant. I enjoy sniffing it, but when I applied this product on my face, it used to bother my eyes. So my mum finished this off because otherwise I would have had to stop using it and just waste it. But this didn't irritate my mother, so it might not irritate you, but irritated me. I guess I would recommend it if you don't have sensitive skin. It's really nice, and the whole Body Shop Oils of Life range is good, but I wish they would tone down the fragrance. Will not be repurchasing this one, of course. Next product that I have is the Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. This is supposed to be comforting, deeply hydrating. Another product that you can use throughout different seasons, also on different skin type. For quite a while I only used the Klairs skincare routine, and I have a video review on it, guys. So if you are interested in knowing about how that Korean skincare, which is made for sensitive skin, worked on me, please watch the review because I talked in depth about it. The consistency of it was nice. It seemed like a thicker cream, but it also had this lightness to it, like it was whipped, and I enjoyed using this in the day, in the night. It was good. So I would definitely recommend it if you'd like to try a nice Korean like moisturizer that works well for sensitive skin. Not repurchasing it currently. I might look to again like buy it sometime in the future. It was good. Done with the moisturizers. Now we move on to the serums and other skincare products. So first I have the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo. This is something that I've used on and off for many years. I really like it. This is something that's really recommended if you struggle with acne or like clogged pores and congested skin. It's a gel based product, more like a spot treatment, and you put it wherever you're prone to getting acne every day, and it's actually quite gentle, but it really makes a difference because I've used anti-acne products from Kiehl's that like I thought it was good at first, but it ended up being really harsh for my skin and I ended up like stopping it. So I like this because it's gentle but it works, and it's nice to have in your regular skincare routine. But La Roche-Posay has unfortunately left India, so it's not easy to get your hands on this anymore. And I actually am on my last tube, so I'm still currently using it, but after that tube it's going to be like bye bye. I won't get access to it unless I buy it from abroad or travel abroad. If you can get your hands on it, would recommend it. If it was available in India, I would repurchase it, but I'm not sure I will go to great lengths to get it. I feel sadder that La Roche-Posay made one of my favorite toner type of products for sensitive skin. It's called Cerozinc, and it really worked very well for me. It was amazing. You could use it as a toner or as a mist. So good. That's also a product I would really recommend if you can get your hands on La Roche-Posay and you have acneic skin. Try out Cerozinc. One product from Innisfree. This is their famous green tea seed serum, and this is something that hydrates your skin very well. Initially, I thought I would never use the green tea product range because in my mind, I was like, okay, green tea range is for dry skin. I have oily skin, I'll never use it. But I changed my mind about this so drastically when I realized that my skin, like even a lot of oily skin is oily because it's dehydrated and it's not getting moisture. This range is really good to give you the extra dose of moisture and hydration. I really feel like it transformed my skin in a way. This is a serum that I use really regularly. I finished up this bottle. Right now I'm on break from it, but I have 2 to 3 of these already at home and I will never not go back to it. It's a very good range. Innisfree on the whole consistently impresses me, but for me, like, this is my favorite range of theirs and it's really good. Also, it lasts quite a lot. It took me a long time to finish off this whole bottle, and yeah, I really like this range. Would recommend if you have sensitive skin of any type, because hydration is important, and also like would repurchase, have already repurchased. Next, I have one product from The Ordinary, and I know I've spoken about The Ordinary a lot on this channel and I bought a lot of their products, but this is the first one that I finished up completely and I finally am ready to give you guys a review. It's the niacinamide 10% and zinc 1% solution, something that's again really good for clogged pores, acne prone skin, someone who gets pimples. This is something that I use only at night. They recommend using it day and night, but it doesn't work under makeup, and I figured once a day was more than enough. I was very religious with this. I feel like it made a difference on my skin. Like, I started seeing some change in my skin texture and like I wasn't getting as many new breakouts, but that was after a solid week or 10 days of using this. So you won't see a change immediately, but you might see a change later, and I would say that the change for me was very minuscule. It did not make a big difference, and now that it's over, I don't particularly miss it either. If you suffer from similar skin problems as me, I would recommend maybe giving this a try and seeing if it like makes any drastic difference for you. For me, it did not, and I personally would not be repurchasing it again. I'm a little sad because I had higher hopes. You won't know whether something like suits you or helps you until you try it. I don't regret that I tried it, but it didn't do anything special for me. Next, I have Clarence's famous lotus oil facial treatment, and this is an oil, but it's for oily or combination skin, and it's supposed to regulate your oil production and sebum. So they have a few of these different oils. Lotus is for oily skin. I did a lot of research before buying this, thinking that it might help me, but I have to say this was a huge disappointment. It didn't do anything for me. It had really strong fragrance because I don't think they put artificial fragrance in it, but the oils that they've used to formulate it have a strong fragrance. And I applied this for a while hoping to see some change. It didn't change at all, and as a facial oil to use especially in colder months, it's fine, it's good, but since they promised that, oh, this will make your skin less oily, it didn't really do anything. Once I used it up about halfway, I was like, okay, this is not doing anything for me, and I did not want to waste it, so I just started applying it on my legs and stuff just as a body oil to hydrate, and that's how I ended up finishing this bottle. It is way too expensive for a body oil though. Would not recommend, would not repurchase. I like some Clarins things, I like a lot of their things, but this is not one of them. I have this random Soft Lips lip balm. This is a drugstore American product, and it's sort of a copy of the EOS lip balms. It comes in a cube, but inside it had a dome like the EOS product. And I only am putting this in my Empties video, guys, because I think this is the first like lip balm type of thing I have used up in my entire life. Over the years, I've had so many chapsticks, I have no idea where they are. I don't think I've finished a tube in my life before, and so this is a bit of an achievement for me. Coming to this actual balm though, it was very strange. It didn't really do much for my lips. It did have sunscreen, so that was nice, and the texture wasn't bad, but it wasn't particularly hydrating either. And the weirdest part about the Soft Lips lip cube was that it had some artificial sweetener in it. I have no idea what, because the back just mentions the active ingredients, not all of them. It definitely wasn't sugar, but when you apply this on your lips and then like if your tongue just like touches your lips or you smack them, your lips actually tasted sweet, which was kind of freaky, and I did not enjoy it. Did not enjoy this lip balm. It was pretty much rubbish, but I finished it because I'm not a quitter anymore. Would not recommend or repurchase. Now we're moving on to makeup, and this is one section that again I don't have many empties from because I guess I just didn't finish up anything yet. So there are 3 eyeliners that I have. These are all 3 liquid black liners from different brands. First of which is my very famous Maybelline eyeliner that I keep on recommending to everyone. I'm wearing it on my eyes right now, and I've gone through so many of these over the years. Every time everyone asks me for a liquid eyeliner recommendation, I'll give them this. I think it's the best. It's cheap and it's really good. It stays on lids well. It does not sort of dissolve or make a mess on oily lids, and it still comes off easily without scrubbing. I really can't say enough about this. I will recommend it to everybody, as I already do, and I will repurchase it either till Maybelline discontinues it or I one day decide to stop using makeup, which will never happen, I don't think. So this is a good eyeliner. Next one, I have another Indian brand eyeliner, but slightly more expensive than Maybelline. It is the Sugar I Told You So waterproof eyeliner in the shade Black Swan. I really enjoyed using this. It was as good as or better than the Maybelline one, and I really liked the applicator of this. The Maybelline applicator just has a brush, so you require a little bit of practice to get good at it. One time even I was really bad at eyeliner, so the only way that you can actually get good at it is with practice. But the applicator on the Sugar Cosmetics one is much more friendly to someone who is a newcomer at like applying makeup using eyeliner. I really enjoyed using this and I would recommend it. I'm not repurchasing it just because it's like little more expensive than the Maybelline one, and Maybelline one does the job for me. This is also still a really solid, good liquid liner. Finally, I have the Line Ace liquid liner from Sigma Beauty. Sigma Beauty is an American brand and they make a lot of really good things. I especially like their brushes, and their brow kit products are also really nice. That being said, this liner was just okay. I don't really have any complaints about it, but it also like didn't feel that great. It was just fine. So if you're placing an order from Sigma Beauty and you want to buy a liquid liner, like go for it. But I wouldn't really recommend it, neither would I repurchase it, because as I said, it really has to wow me for me to recommend and repurchase it. This was okay, like no complaints, but fine. Now we have the only product that I've not completely finished. There's some products still remaining in this Revlon eye and lip makeup remover, and I'm sorry if the packaging is a little bit grimy or whatever. This is a cream based makeup remover. I have to say this is probably holds the distinction of the worst makeup remover I've used in my entire life. It was too creamy. It removed makeup okay. It says eye and lip makeup remover, but if this got in your eyes, it burned and burned and burned, and it makes me want to swear now thinking of how much this burned. This was really not good at all. If you ever see this, stay really far away from it. It's like the most rubbish product I've used. I have a bottle of acetone because it's my favorite way to remove my nail polish. This is just something I bought from a local store. One thing I find weird about acetone is you never know when you'll get a good bottle or a bad bottle. A good bottle will remove your nail polish so well, and a bad bottle will be like a test of your patience. So this was the latter. It was a test of my patience and it was so difficult to use. I'm glad that this bottle is over. But would I recommend acetone in general to remove your nail polish? Yes, it's the cheapest, most efficient way. Like, it gets a really bad rap. I think it's not so bad. Just be quick with it and it's good. And would I repurchase? Yes, I will repurchase acetone. I will not purchase Vivek brand acetone because I have no trust in Vivek anymore. I'll look at some other brand. Almost at the end of this video. I have two body products. The first of which is this Wheat Instant Wax Kit, and I've only started using this for a few months now. This is for normal skin, but they have versions for dry skin or sensitive skin. I'm not particular and I tend to just buy whatever is available. I started using these only to wax my armpits. I still shave my hands and legs, but you know, with armpits I feel if you wax them they stay hair free for longer. So that's the only place I use these. I really like them. They're handy if you don't have a beauty parlor close by. You don't want to worry about like going into a beauty parlor and like stripping and dealing with those people there. It can sometimes be difficult. This is easy to do at home. At first I was scared to do it, but I usually take someone or the other's help. If someone else yanks, it's better. And now I feel like I'm just getting used to it. And once you wax regularly, like, the pain kind of fades away and it's not a big deal. I've really enjoyed using these. I've bought a few boxes. This is the smaller box, the 8 strips one, but now I just buy the bigger box. Would recommend, would repurchase. This is a really handy and nice product. I have one body butter from Himalaya for moms. So this is actually their range which is for moms. But this product doesn't have to be used by just moms. Anyone can use it. It's the Soothing Body Butter Rose. I used this in the winter time when my body skin was extra dry. It was so dry. And I liked using this. The consistency of it was like nice and thick, kind of like a cold cream. It reminded me a bit of Pond's or Charmis or even Vaseline, like the original Vaseline cream for that matter. The fragrance was also nice. Sometimes rose fragrances bother me, but this kind of reminded me of like rose and milk mixed together. It was good. I would recommend it if you're on the market for a good body butter. Literally anybody can use it, male or female, mom, dad or not. Like, Himalaya consistently makes nice products. I would not repurchase it at this time because I have other lotions. That was it for today's edition of Empties. I really enjoyed going over all of these things with you and sharing like little reviews, my final opinions on them. If you're looking for like more products to buy or whatever, if you're looking for some kind of generalized recommendations, I hope this video helped you in some way. And if you have any experience with any of the products that I went over and you would like to share them, feel free to leave a comment down below. Also, just a reminder that every product I went over is listed in the description box below this video. So if you want like any details on these products, just go below the video, click show more. Everything is there. Now I'm going to like appropriately take all of these products and like dispose of them or recycle them accordingly. What are you doing? He just wants to say hi. Hi, Temu, hi. Say hi to all of them. They're watching you. Okay? Okay, he's gone now. He's just investigating everything that's around me. There's a reason that I've nicknamed him Customs Officer. That's all for today's video. Bye.